All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Fun Smart Learning Series webinar brought to you by the collaborative spirit of First Metro Securities and Manulife Investment Management. We're grateful to have you all here tonight. We will embark on a journey guided by a simple yet profound truth. Investing is a labor of love. It's about nurturing our financial futures, tending to our dreams, and cultivating the growth that will lead us to a better tomorrow. We are so grateful that you've chosen to spend this Thursday evening with us, planting seeds for that brighter horizon. A warm welcome to each and every one of our 19 participants joining us online. Thank you for dedicating your time and energy to explore this vital aspect of building a more secure and fulfilling life. I'd love to know a bit more about everyone. So can you please type in where are you joining us from tonight? Feel free to type in your city if you're in the Philippines or country, just in case you are abroad. Okay, let me check the webinar chat. Ayan. I think we have OFWs tonight. We have people here from Italy. Locally, meron naman from Makati, Cavite, no, mostly Luzon. But there are also people here from Davao, no. So that's where I'm also located. So looking forward to meet you in our office, no, just in case you'll be visiting Abriza. We also have people from Visayas, no, Bacolod City, no, and more OFWs in Abu Dhabi, and more here from Mindanao, Davao del Norte, probably Tagum or ano ba? Ano ba yung mga cities doon sa norte? Ang dami, dami, 'di ba? So thank you so much for sharing that, no? And it's a very diverse landscape, no, of attendees tonight. So it's nice to see, no, yung locations ninyo, and it truly underscores, no, yung shared commitment natin for growth despite we are in different geographical locations. And it's always inspiring to witness so many individuals coming together, united by the desire to for a better financial future. Now, as we delve deeper into this labor of love, allow me to introduce myself first. I am JP Billones, the Business Development Section Head for the Mindanao Desk of First Metro Securities, the investment supermarket arm of the Metro Bank Group. It's truly an honor to be your host this evening, guiding our conversation around how this dedicated effort of investing can pave the way for a better life. Now, over my years with First Metro Sec, hold on. Over my years with First Metro Sec, I've come to understand that our mission extends far beyond mere transactions. It's about empowering individuals like each of you here tonight with the knowledge and tools to not just achieve financial success, but to cultivate genuine financial well-being. We believe that understanding and engaging with your investments is an act of self-care, a deliberate step towards a better future for yourselves and your loved ones. Especially within our business development and market education team, we are driven by a passion to inspire. We aim to demystify the world of finance, making legitimate, affordable, and accessible investment opportunities clear and understandable. And you'll be experiencing that tonight. And we want to empower you to upgrade your money management skills, and hopefully you can transform your financial anxieties into confident action. And all of this in the pursuit of a better financial reality. Now, our market education initiatives are rooted in the belief that knowledge is the most powerful tool. We strive to bridge the gap between complexity and comprehension, ensuring that you not only grasp the fundamentals, but feel empowered to weave them through your own unique investing tapestry. And hopefully, we can nurture your journey towards a better financial outcome. And speaking of our commitment to education, here's a brief glimpse into some of the ways that we've been working to empower investors like you over the past year. Now, we have conducted, now this is our main job talaga. We have conducted hundreds of market education initiatives all throughout the Philippines and in different formats reaching thousands of individuals. And we've conducted from seminars, webinars, and even hybrid events to TV and radio guestings. And we hope we can be part of your education journey. So feel free to reach out to us should you want to learn more about how to invest properly. Now, the financial landscape can indeed feel like a dynamic and sometimes daunting terrain. No? Navigating it successfully, it involves continuous learning. One of which we need to have a curious mind, and we need to tend, no? Parang if you're to give an analogy, parang we need to tend our garden. And that's precisely what brings us together for this webinar tonight. We've actually curated insightful discussions, expert perspectives, and practical strategies, all designed to help you with your confidence as an investor. And hopefully, your financial growth will be towards a better tomorrow. Ultimately, guys, today and tonight is about you. This live webinar is your invaluable opportunity to tap into the expert that we have invited tonight. Now, our panelist is very eager to address your most pressing questions about investment strategies and guide you in making informed decisions. And that's why we're very excited for this interactive format. No, this is not going to be a usual lecture. Uh, and before we get into that, here are our friendly reminders. No, number one, please use the Q&A panel in Zoom. Please submit all of them there, as this helps us manage and track questions effectively. Number two, be clear, concise, and relevant. Hopefully, when you formulate your questions, they will be as mentioned. And hopefully, it will allow us to understand your inquiry quickly and provide a focused answer, as we have limited time in this discussion. Now, number three, one question at a time. To ensure fairness with other attendees, please submit one question per entry. If you want to submit multiple questions, please do so separately. Number four, hopefully you'll be using respectful and professional language in order to avoid inappropriate or offensive ones. No? Again, we will not be tolerating that tonight. And number five, while we try to answer specific stock questions or investment funds questions, we will focus on answering questions of a general nature that will benefit the whole audience. And please remember as well that this session is for informational purposes only. We cannot provide personalized financial advice. We will strive to answer as many questions as possible within the allotted time. However, we may not be able to address every question due to time constraints. Now, with that reminders, let's get to know our speaker. We're honored to have here with us Mr. Zed Matubis. He is the head of wealth sales of Manulife Investment Management Philippines. He is responsible for building a strong wholesale and product specialist team to support key strategic distribution partners and channels. That's one of which is First Metrosec. He has more than 20 years of experience in retail banking and wealth management. Mr. Matubis is also a chartered wealth manager, a registered financial planner, a SEC certified fixed income salesman, and a SEC certified investment solicitor. Sir Zed, would you like to greet and say a few words to our audience tonight?
Hello, everyone. I guess good evening already to everyone, and thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. And I hope we have a very fruitful and fun night ahead of us of learning and some entertainment.
All right, thank you for those words, Sir Zed. Now, we have a lot of ground to cover today, so let's make the most of our time. Feel free to again submit your questions using the Q&A panel in Zoom. We'll address them in order as they're received, focusing on a variety of topics to ensure everyone gets some value. But we've prepared some initial questions to get the ball rolling. So first off, Sir Zed, can you give a quick background of who Manulife Investment Management is? And also talk about your partnership with us at First Metro Securities.
Sure, JP. On this slide, I prepared some slides to assist in that conversation. So who we are, first we'd like to talk about the mother company. So the mother company is Manulife Financial Corporation. It's a leading multinational financial services firm based in Canada. But they manage businesses in insurance, financial advisory, wealth and asset management globally. They have $1 trillion of assets under management and administration. This is the amount of money of customers that they are taking care of. And these customers include 34 million insurance, financial advisory, and wealth and asset management clients, including employees, individuals, pensions, and institutions. So the wealth and asset management arm of this company is called Manulife Investment Management. So this is the bulk of the work. This is the company that does the bulk of the work in fund management and asset management. So there are more than 700 investment professionals in this company, and we are present in 20 geographies, including the Philippines. So in the Philippines, we represent this company as Manulife Investment Management and Trust Corporation. So we are the first standalone trust corporation that was authorized by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to conduct trust business in the Philippines, and we are the first standalone trust corporation that is backed by a leading multinational financial services firm in the Philippines. And we are already one of the largest fund managers in the country today, with more than 205 billion pesos in AUM as of end of 2024. And we have over 15,000 retail clients. And we'd like to believe that our unique proposition is that we provide Filipino customers access to regional and capabilities that may not be available to most Filipinos. But since we are part of a leading multinational services firm, that is the advantage that we give your customers. So on the next slide, we talk more about the partnership between MIMTC, or MIM for short, and FMSEC. So we started our partnership December 2021 during the height of the lockdowns and the pandemic, and appropriately that was a great time to do this because we know First Metrosec's platform is a great online platform for everyone to access, and the pandemic was a great opportunity for people to start to learn how to invest more, particularly online. But now, with just a short of 4 years of relationship, we have already 22 MIMTC funds available in FundSmart. So if you go to FundSmart, you will see their local funds, offshore funds, global funds, income-paying funds, all types of funds that are available from us to FundSmart customers. And as of now, we already have more than 1,300 Filipino FundSmart clients who have bought or invested in our funds. No? So that's how strong the partnership is. And the total investments as of March 31, 2025, of these 1,300 customers is around a quarter of a billion pesos already. So that's how much money we are taking care of in terms of FundSmart clients. And as I mentioned earlier, we do have 6 income-paying funds out of those 22, meaning these funds generate income automatically to customers, and we credit those cash values to their FundSmart cash position automatically for these customers to use, to buy more stocks or to invest more or to even withdraw and spend. The total amount of income that we paid for these automatic paying income-paying funds is around 1 million pesos already. So this is 1 million pesos that these FundSmart customers have reinvested or spent. So I'd just like to say that I am impressed with these numbers with just 4 years of relationship, and we hope that we have more opportunities. When I say we, MIMTC, have more opportunities to help FMSEC customers diversify and invest for their future.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Zed. And indeed, they are really impressive numbers considering that this partnership just started 4 years ago. That's 2021. Now, we're also happy that you enable some of our clients to access investment solutions that's unique to Manulife. And moving to our topic today, which is again, we're talking about labor of love, and in the spirit of Labor Day. Hope you can share your insights on how we or any typical Filipino employee grow their wealth.
Sir JP, there are many ways we can grow our wealth while we work. And one of the ways is we should set aside money with discipline. because this will benefit you. So just make sure that it doesn't have to be a big amount. No, you have to decide on an amount to set aside every month or twice a month if you want to. Next, you have to stick with it. You can actually enroll in FundSmart's own VIP. It's a program wherein you are automatically invested. You don't have to remember it. It's through the platform. Your FundSmart will invest the amount that you set automatically to a fund that you choose as well. Third, this will prevent you from spending what you have allocated for your investment goal. It will also forestall the possibility that you'll forget to invest. Sometimes during our busy schedules, we sometimes are forget that it's the time of the month that we should invest. And I think more importantly, it's also prevents you from being tempted to spend unnecessarily when there's a sale, because it's already removed from your cash position and already placed in your investment of choice. And lastly, in the process, it enables you to take advantage of a strategy called cost averaging. So I'm sure many of you have heard this strategy before. And on the next slide, I'll inform you of this in more detail. So let's imagine three hypothetical investors: Tony Stark, the market timer, the adventurer. He tries to time the market every month, does research, and then hopes to be able to buy a fund or a stock at the lowest price. We have Steve Rogers, the cost averager. He's practical, just invests at the start of the month, really doesn't care about the price, just uses VIP, FundSmart VIP. And then there's this third investor, Stephen Strange, who's a wizard, who knows what the day of the month the lowest price will happen and then invests during that day. So assuming each of these three investors invested 10,000 a month for 36 months, and let's assume Tony will have a 50-50 success rate, meaning 50% of the time he will get the lowest price, but the other 50% of the time he will be bad and will actually get the highest price. And then Stephen has a 100% success rate because he's a wizard. Who do you think among the three will earn the most? So I tested this using actual prices of a fund that is very popular for MinTC. It's called Manulife American Growth, and for 36 months they invested, and I used actual prices, no, so that we will know actual results. So here we can see that all three actually earned money. So the lesson here is no matter what your strategy is, as long as you're investing and the fund is performing well, then you will earn money. The second thing that we learned here is Tony was the busiest of the three, and yet he had the least earnings. So he only earned 63,000 pesos over the span of 3 years. But Steve earned 69,000 pesos and Stephen earned 82,000 pesos. So we also learned here that Stephen was the best performer, but he's not real. Let's face it, nobody is a wizard, and 100% success is nearly impossible in timing the market. So, and if you look at Steve, he had zero analysis, spent zero time researching, probably did not watch Bloomberg as much as Tony did, so that Tony could, quote unquote, be successful in timing the market. But Steve, who just watched Netflix or spent time with his family, used FMCX VIP, he earned more than Tony did and almost had the same, not as big as Stephen's earnings, but almost the same. So this just goes to show you that cost averaging really works, and it works better than market timing. So the second smart way that we can make our money work for you is for us is matching your goals with your investments. So let's look at the next slide. We recommend 3 steps. So the first step is identify what it is you are investing for. So put them in 3 buckets. So the second step is you have to determine whether those goals will fall into either the short-term bucket or the medium-term bucket or the long-term bucket. And then the third step is to invest appropriately. So for the money that you're preparing for the short-term bucket, there is a particular investment for that. For the medium-term bucket, there will be appropriate investments for that, and also for the third bucket. And please do not mix the 3. because the three will have very different results. And investing, for example, what you need in the short run in a long-term fund might be disastrous for you. So let's look at this as an example on the next slide. So for example, you identified your goal as setting up an emergency fund. So meaning this is the amount of money that you might need anytime. So you will therefore determine that this is a short-term bucket type of investment goal. So therefore, you can only invest this in a money market fund. You cannot invest this part of your money or part of your portfolio in an aggressive fund, because once you have an emergency, and which I will show you later, this could spell trouble for you if the markets are not great. So on the second slide, another example is, for example, you're preparing to save for a down payment for a car that you're planning to buy in 2028. So 3 years down the road. So maybe this is medium term. And therefore, you can take a little more risk and buy a multi-asset fund for this type of goal. And then another example will be the third one. Let's say you are putting up money that you know that is for your retirement. Now, this one is definitely long term because you're probably in your 20s or in your 30s, and you have 30 to 40 years left before you retire. Therefore, you can invest this in a more aggressive fund. It's also detrimental if you put this in a very, very conservative strategy, because inflation might eat at your potential earnings if your earnings are not high enough, and therefore you will have problems when you retire because you have not saved enough when you retire. So this is just a typical example of how you can match your goals with your investments. So the third way that you can make your money work for you while you work is diversification. So like I said, we already have 22 funds, and some people might find that a problem. How do I choose between the 22 funds? And in fact, we do get that question a lot. The great thing about the FundsMart platform is there are many ways for you to learn more about the funds. There are reports available, fund performance, descriptions. In fact, there are even links to our website. So if you need to learn more about these 22 funds, you will learn about them. But the key here is that the reason why we do have a lot of funds there is because we understand that diversification is very important. So if you look at this slide, it's a lot of colors, and you notice the colors are everywhere. There is not one single color that dominates the top nor the bottom. So the color here represents different asset classes from US bonds, Asian bonds. You have here Asia Pacific ex Japan equities, which includes the Philippines. You have US equities, you have Greater China equities, and so on. And as you can see, the higher the position of the color is, the better the return, and the lower the position is, the worse is the return. And the column represents the year. And as you can see, from 2016 up to 2023, there was no single asset class that outperforms across different market cycles. And in the same manner, no single asset class also underperforms across market cycles. So with this in mind, it is very important, to invest in a lot of asset classes, because if you don't, you might get unlucky and, for example, invest in one asset class that doesn't do well for that particular year. So you will lose, a lot of money for that year. So here's a typical example of what an investor can do in First Metro Securities FundSmart platform, because you do have stocks available there, and you also have funds available there. So this person, for example, believes that he has to have 10% of his money in liquid or short-term form. So he has 10% in money market, but he also wants to have some exposure in aggressive stocks and equity funds. So he has 5% in Philippine stocks and 45% in equity funds. But he also has some medium-term requirements, and he also wants to earn some income monthly. So he has 40% of his money in income-paying funds. Now, the great thing about our funds is that they're very affordable. So as little as 1,000 pesos or $100, you can already start investing. So it's easier for you to diversify when the minimum requirements are cheaper, right? So that means you can, with just, I don't know, 50,000 pesos, you're going to be fairly diversified. Unlike if there's a very high minimum, then you need a lot of money to diversify. And what will happen there is that yung mga mayayaman lang ang nakakapag-diversify. Yung mga mahihirap, hindi nakakapag-diversify. So this is what we are doing for Filipino investors, is to help them diversify, even if, they're just starting to build up their wealth. So the fourth way that we can make our money work for us is to never underestimate the power of an emergency fund, which I mentioned earlier, in the matching of goals and funds. No, I mentioned that you should match your emergency fund or your low volatility portion of your portfolio to a low volatility fund. We have to do this. Don't be too aggressive, because you don't want to be in a situation wherein you will have an emergency and then Trump just did something or announced something that triggered the market, and by the time you're redeeming your money or you're selling your security, it's already down in value. So what's good for you is to look at this slide and prepare for that. And you know that in your journey, life is full of surprises. You can actually have emergency house car repairs, or you have a medical emergency, or probably you got retrenched from your job. So if you do not have an emergency fund, what will happen to you is you will fall into debt. And sometimes debt is scary because it's a long-standing problem. It's hard to get out of it. Interest upon interest, you need to borrow more money to pay it off, and the next thing you know, you're down 100,000 pesos, and you're using your salary just to pay the debt. So for you to be protected from that, from life's surprises, you need to have an emergency fund. So in the next slide, I'll show you some tips on what your emergency fund should be. It should be, number one, target to at least to have 3 times to 6 times your monthly expenses in an emergency fund. Why? A lot of experts say that on average, it will take you 3 times to 6 times to rebuild your business if you lost your business, or find a new job if you were retrenched or fired from your job. So that's the magic number. 3 times to 6 times of your monthly expenses should do. The higher the number, the better for you. But again, do not build it too high, because that means you're being defeated by inflation. Because if you have too much money in a low income fund, then you are actually losing out to inflation. So make it your choice, but make sure it's a balanced amount, not too small and not too big. Starting small is okay. I know it's hard to build up. That's the second bullet. But starting small is okay. I know it's hard to start big, particularly if you're just starting your career, but starting late is not okay. So please start as soon as you can, because emergencies can happen anytime. And then the last recommendation that we have for you is put your emergency fund in a low risk instrument. It is not meant to earn super high returns, but it can earn you decent returns if you pick the right funds. And we have 2 money market funds, one in peso called the Manulife Money Market UITF, and one in dollar called the Manulife Global Money Market UITF. So these are great, decent earning, but great options for emergency fund, because they are very low risk, and they are earning almost 5% net per annum. And these are great options for your emergency fund, particularly now when markets are not that attractive with the uncertainty in global markets and local markets. Maybe this would be something that you might want to look at even outside of your emergency fund. So the last tip that I can give you on how you can make your money work for you is consider also income investing. It can be far powerful. It might, be not for everyone. Some people wants capital appreciation, wants long-term capital appreciation more than actual income, because they have no use for the income right now. That's also a great idea. But income investing can also be good for some people. So how and why they are good? Number one, it will give you a steady stream of income. It's predictable, without the need of you to sell your investments or redeem your investments. Second, it's a potential for total return, meaning in addition to getting periodic income, your investment can also appreciate in value. So our funds, I mentioned earlier, not only gave the 1 million pesos, but also allowed the customers to also earn from the growth of their investment as well. So this combination of income and capital appreciation, which we call total return, can be very, very powerful. So the third one is usually income paying funds have lower volatility compared to the long-term capital appreciation funds, because funds that pay out income cannot invest in very aggressive securities because of their focus to generate regular income. So this can make income paying funds a more stable investment option during turbulent times, precisely like now. So fourth is diversification. Income paying funds usually they need to be diversified, because in order to maximize their ability to generate income, they need diversified sources of income. So we have a fund that gets income from REITs, from preferred shares, from bonds, very, very diversified, because the more diversified the potential for income is, the more confident you are that the fund will, be able to produce or generate regular income. And then the last reason why we like income paying funds is the flexibility that it gives you, because the income you earn may be used for expenses, or the 1 million that we gave to the FundSmart customers, they probably used it to spend. No, there's nothing wrong with that. You can enjoy your earnings. Or maybe for some, they probably added it to their emergency fund to increase their emergency fund. Or you can actually invest it in your long-term fund of choice, to your more aggressive fund. So there are many. We don't care how you use your income, basta nilalagay na lang namin sa cash position mo siya every month. Bahala kayo kung anong gusto niyo gawin doon sa binibigay namin na income, and that will be your decision. There's flexibility for you what to do with that. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you for you to be able to grow your wealth while you work.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Zed. And for the interest of all our attendees, allow me to summarize those 5 points, because those are really practical ideas that we hope you can consider to apply in your respective financial journey. So first, Sir Zed mentioned about setting aside money with discipline. You can use peso cost averaging just to build disciplines, because some people actually they argue that sometimes wealth building is all about discipline rather than timing. So some people love to time the market, but there are also people who say that time in the market beats timing the market. And Sir Zed actually showed you a while ago a concrete example of those 3 personas who did exactly that. And again, different folks, different strokes, but discipline is, I think, a core strategy or a core characteristic of investors. And number 2, you match your goals with your investment. So I think this is very important as well, considering that most now in our line of business, usually tinatanong kami, ano yung maganda yung kita, no? But actually, it's also prudent to check as well what goal you want to achieve. And we need to match that goal to appropriate investment solution. So whether it's a short-term goal, like an emergency fund, or it's a mid-term goal or a long-term goal, there are appropriate investment solutions for you. And as mentioned by Sir Zed a while ago, there are 20 plus Manulife funds available for you to choose from. And I think that's a very good number for you, whatever be that goal is. Now, number 3, let's move to diversification. So I think diversification as an investment fund, it already answers that, because for example, you're just starting out, you have 1,000 pesos to invest. That 1,000 pesos might feel small, but actually you have already distributed your risk, because you're exposed to multiple assets depending on the fund that you chose. So diversification is really key. Then let's move to number 4. You can consider to grow your emergency fund in low volatility portion of the portfolio. So Sir Zed mentioned a while ago about money market funds, no? So that's something very nice to upgrade, no? Let's say baka ngayon yung emergency fund natin is nasa very safe na place lang, like baka nasa bahay lang natin or nasa bank account. Tama naman yun, no? Those are liquid, no? We call that liquid in our field. But you might consider setting aside a portion of that in low volatility funds like money market funds of Manulife, because at least it can grow, not a lot, but at least it's earning something than nothing. No? Yan yung usual na sinasabi ko sa client. It's better to earn something than nothing, 'di ba? And even in my personal financial journey, yeah, a portion of my emergency fund is placed, no, in a money market fund. Now, lastly, Sir Zed mentioned about income investing, and that's really interesting to hear, no? Maybe most of you here sanay tayo sa mga investment funds that are for capital appreciation. But Manulife actually offers income paying funds, no? So for those of you here that who are yield seekers, yung gusto niyo not only price appreciation but also you're getting some form of income or cash flow from your investment, you can consider the income paying funds offered by Manulife Investment Management. Okay? Now, again, those are the 5 very practical tips that we hope you'll be able to take advantage as part of your arsenal when building your wealth. Now, going back to Sir Zed, giving po all the smart investing ideas you have provided our attendees, are there Manulife investment funds that can help with these financial goals?
Yes, JP, there are. So I've actually touched upon some of them in the previous slide. So let's start off first with the low volatility emergency funds options. No, so the first one is our peso money market fund. So we call it Manulife Money Market Fund. If you are not familiar with the term money market, if you see the word money market, it means it's an asset class that is very, very low risk. It cannot invest in bonds that are longer than 1 year. Usually only invested in either government bonds or high grade, high quality corporate bonds. No, so this one, our money market fund, almost exclusively invests only in government bonds. In fact, at certain points in time, it only invests in T-bills and BSP bills. No, so very, very safe. For the year of 2024, as you can see here, we had 0 days that the fund lost money. So we've actually compared this. We made a study of our other funds, and we saw some money market funds actually had some days that they lost money in 2024. Like 15 scattered days, or one actually had 80 scattered days. But our fund had 0 days that it had negative return. So if you compare our fund, for example, return, 1 year return as of March 31, 2025, meaning you invested March 31, 2024, and you invested in our money market fund or in the UITFs of 3 other banks, the big banks, or a mutual fund in that graphic here, in the graphic that you see here, or if you invested in a time deposit, let's say 5.6% gross TD, you would have earned more with money market fund, because our net return was 4.72% for that 1 year period. And as we all know, TDs are taxed 80%, 20%, sorry. TD income is taxed 20%. So the effective net return of that TD is only 4.48. So we're even beating TD and the other UITFs, major UITF peers in this space. So great option for an emergency fund or the low vol portion of your portfolio. So the next option is the global money market fund. This is for your dollars. No? So I know some people, they like buying dollars or setting aside dollars on top of pesos. And it makes sense because it's a stronger currency. So right now, some people are actually buying because they believe 55 is already, lower than the past few months. So they might have excess dollars. And right now, if they're just putting it in TD or even worse, savings, they're not earning that much. So for example, even if you get a very high 4.75% net TD dollar TD rate last year, our global money market fund would have beaten you because we earned 4.78% net for the period March 31, 2024 to March 31, 2025. And we're beating our UITF, our major UITF peers, as you can see here, and even that dollar mutual fund as well. So even for dollar liquidity, for your dollar emergency fund or your dollar low vol portion of your portfolio, this is also a great option. And by the way, that's what's also great about FundSmart. There are dollar uh, funds available there, and we do have funds that are available in both dollar and peso variants. So and as we go to the next slide, you'll see more of that. So the next slide, we'll talk about income paying funds naman, no? So this is the second part of JP's question, which is what about income investing, no? So we have 6 funds, as you can see here. I'm not going to talk all about all of them because there are 6 of them from the very conservative Asia fixed income and global fixed income on the rightmost part of the chart, to the very aggressive REITs and global multi-asset strategies. So let's look at our most popular income paying fund na lang. One na lang tingnan natin. That fund is in the middle. You can see it says there GMADI. That's short for Global Multi-Asset Diversified Income. So what you see here is the return of the peso variant of the Global Multi-Asset Diversified Income. So as you can see here, we have paid out. This is already paid out. 0.57% last January, 0.54% last February, 0.37% last March, and 0.54% last March, and 0.58% last April. So for the last 4 months, we've paid out, more than 2% already. If you want to know what that is equivalent to, that's more than 6% because you multiply 0.5 by 12 and you get 6%. So in fact, for the full year of 2024, FundSmart customers who invested in Gemadi received 6.33% in total, no? And they received it in 12 months, no? But in total, if you add all the 12 months in 2024, your customers got 6.33%. So it appears in 2025 the pace will continue because we have been paying more than 0.5% every month already from January to April. So these are the types of income that you will get. So on the next slide, you'll see the dollar version of all of these, and it's very similar. So for GMADI, so 56 basis points in January, 54 basis points in February, 54 basis points in March, and then 58 basis points last April. And then last year, your customers got 6.33% for the full year in income, in paid out income. Yun pa lang yung paid out income, wala pa dito yung price appreciation niya. And just at the top of my head, Jimadi earned an additional 9%, no, in price return on top of that 6% that you see there in 2024. So meron ka nang natanggap na pera na binigay namin sa'yo, pero lumaki pa yung investment mo by 9%. That happened in 2024. So yeah, this is we do have, like I said, we have 6 income paying funds with very different features, but you can use FundSmart and even our website to research more on these funds. But these are the types of income you will get from these funds.
All right. Thank you for sharing those great options for all our clients to consider, Sir Zed. And again, for those of you who are into low volatility funds, Manulife has money market and also global money market funds to cater for those investment goals. And for people here who would like to earn not only from price appreciation but also earn income, maybe you're in a life stage wherein that is most appropriate for you. You get both, no? Both of those are your 2 ways to earn. You're getting the best of both worlds. So you can consider the income paying funds that Sir Zed has actually enumerated Depende na lang po sa strategy ninyo whether you'd like to invest into something that invest in REITs, preferred shares, or a multi-asset fund like Gemadi, which Sir Zed highlighted. Now, it seems, sir, these funds are people who are, I'd say, conservative to balance or
Moderate.
moderately
Yep.
conservative. How about on the other side of the spectrum, sir, said, for investors who are young or have high risk tolerance, or maybe people who just want to have exposure to global equities or stocks, what do you recommend to those types of clients, sir, said?
So yeah, there are indeed a number of options available in the FundSmart platform that you can see for those looking for capital appreciation, long-term growth, not that you want a portion of your money not in the low vol space or not earning periodic income, but more capital appreciation. And obviously, you need equities to do that. No, so we do have a lot of options there available. We have a U.S. equity strategy. We have a global technology equity strategy, very aggressive. We have clean energy for those looking for ESG investing. We have global equity strategy that is more general global equity, so called the global dynamic leader. So all of these are available there. But I would like to highlight one fund that is doing well recently, called the Global Healthcare Equity Feeder Fund, because of the volatility in the market. So we all know that markets are a little bit volatile right now because of the uncertainty in the global trade policies of the countries, including the US. So there might be challenges for very aggressive equity strategy funds right now. But this fund is showing some resilience because healthcare is something that is very resilient. It is something that people can't really say not to invest in at any time, because we always have the need for great healthcare. Medical advances are always happening, and we will seek to outperform the market by projecting revenues from breakthrough medical advances. So, for example, we have all heard the success of um, anti-obesity drugs right now. We've heard Ozempic, but we are also hearing other brand names. So obviously, these healthcare companies are gonna earn a lot of money because obesity is a big problem right now, and people, whether there's a whether there's a crisis or a trade crisis, people will still need to lose weight. So this is somewhere something that people will still spend on, no, which is about health. And then secondly, there's aging population. Healthcare costs are rising. So companies that are well positioned right now will benefit from this, no, because people are going to demand for healthcare. The population is aging. We're living longer. Which means there is a potential for our healthcare expenses to also go up. And then lastly, there are still many unmet medical needs. No, so cardiovascular diseases are not yet actually solved. You have many diabetes is not yet perfectly solved. No? So there are still room for healthcare companies to find to find drugs that will work, and therefore there will be big potential for them to continue to earn money. And this is something that some of a portion of your portfolio should have exposure to. So on the next slide, we'll show you how this fund has performed the past few years. This fund was um, made available to customers, I think, 2021. So it has more than 4 years already in existence, no. So as you can see here, year to date, right when markets are being hammered by uncertainty, this actually is still positive at a very decent number, 4.6% year to date for the dollar variant, and 3.45% for the peso variant. 1 year, it was a little bit a laggard, no. Last year, the big sector was technology. This was a little bit of a laggard. But if you look at 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years, 44% or 43%, for 4 years, it's not that bad, no? 21% for the dollar version for 4 years. And since inception, it's 16% for the dollar version and almost 39% for the peso version. So again, it's a good long-term play, not so very aggressive part of your portfolio. And usually does well when markets are a little bit turbulent, which is right now.
All right, thank you for sharing that, Sir Zeda. And I think during these uncertain times, it's really good to have investment option like mga defensives sectors like the healthcare one. And it's nice to see that it's also been performing quite well over the past few years. And I think all our attendees tonight will agree that it seems like Manulife Investment Management have various investment solutions for various financial goals. And we hope you're able to appreciate that. Yeah, Sir Zed, would you like to parang recap again yung mga different types of uh,
Sure.
solutions for our clients?
Sure. So for those looking for options for their low volatility portion of their portfolio, or that portion where it's for emergency purposes, so you have two options: the money market fund for peso emergency fund, and global money market fund for your US dollars. For those looking for income, we have 6 options, and I did not talk in detail much about them except for one, which is the most popular one, the Global Multi-Asset Diversified Income, or GMADI for short. So it's a great option for you to earn around 6% per annum every month. You get the money immediately and potentially for more in capital appreciation. But there are other available there, some less aggressive than GMADI for those who might want income but are not too aggressive. So meron ding options doon, like a global bond one and an Asian bond one as well. And then for those who are aggressive, but are a little bit concerned right now with volatility, with uncertainty and trade policies globally, healthcare is a great asset class for you to look into. It has proven itself to be a great investment option during turbulent times, particularly during the pandemic, during 2021. This was the best performing UITF in the Philippines during the lockdowns, no? And it makes sense, no? Kasi, pandemic, a lot of companies the vaccine companies did well. But not only that, but as you can see, first quarter of the year, in spite of all the noise, it still gave a decent return. So yeah, so those are the options available for our customers as of the moment. There are others out there, no? Like I said, marami pa. Mag-aral kayo, take advantage of the data that you can get from the FundSmart platform and our website to learn more about other funds that I did not mention.
Yeah, and in light of that, Sir Zed, I think I'll take this opportunity to share, how our clients here in attendance can find the funds of Manulife Investment Management through FundSmart. So let me just share my screen. So I hope all of you guys here already have existing accounts with First Metrosec because it's a really powerful all-in-one investment platform. So again, you just type in your username and password, and you just click login. And after that, you'll see the stock trade platform. But hold on, can't seem to find funds. Hold on, let me log out and re-log in again. Hold on. Ayan. So unfortunately, you can't seem to find the FundSmart right now as of this moment. But let me again, for funds, you can check your portfolio. That's where you'll be able to see the funds here. And hold on, let me check po muna how I can turn that up. But let's take this opportunity for all our participants. Feel free to type in your questions in the chat box or in the Q&A panel of Zoom, so we'll be able to answer it. Now, Sir Zed is here to be able to answer your questions. So, ayan, feel free, no? Are there any questions, no? First call for questions from our attendees. Right, so again, feel free, no? Let's take advantage that Sir Zed is actually here to answer our questions. All right, hold on, give me a few seconds. All right, hold on. Let's see if there are questions that are queued in. Ayan, no? So while you are still thinking about the questions, allow me to share my screen. All right. So again, to find your FundSmart, again, when you log in, you just click funds here and you'll be able to see all the funds that are available. But let's filter for our partner feature tonight, which is uh Manulife Investment Management. So again, you go to FundSmart, then after that, you can filter all the funds of Manulife here. And when we check the when we refresh the page, you'll be able to see all of the funds that were discussed. As mentioned, there are uh, tens of funds that are available. And yan, here you go. You can see there are 21 funds there that you can choose from. So depende na lang po sa strategy ninyo whether you'd like to invest in low volatility money market funds, or you'd like to be, for those who are aggressive investor with higher risk tolerance, there are also equity funds here. And actually, no, one of the one that I'd like to highlight is yung ability ninyo, no, if you don't have a way to diversify globally, no, marami silang mga global funds here like American Growth or Global Clean Energy, Dragon Growth, no. So these are really opportunities to diversify. Like that's one of my realizations last year. Because when I looked at my portfolio, I usually have a date with it every end of the year. It feels nice that you're you're invested, pero pagtingin ko sa personal portfolio ko, parang nasa Pilipinas lahat. No? So, what I did there is I found ways, no, na mag-diversify kasi sayang yung opportunities sa labas, no? Like lalo na yung pag-rally ng technology sector last year. I think Manulife Global Technology Fund also did well. Maybe Sir said will be able to share more of that
Yep.
later. But yan, this is where you see, no? So for example, may nagustuhan po kayo na fund, sabihin natin, hanapin po natin yung healthcare that Sir Z actually mentioned kanina. So you see here, Manulife Global Healthcare Equity Filler Fund, or for those who'd like to earn income, yung most popular nila, Manulife Global Multi-Asset Diversified Income Fund. So you just simply click that fund and you'll be able to see all the relevant details here. You can even go to their website or mga information disclosure nila. And yan, you'll be able to see all the information that you need here to be able to decide. Then after that, you just click on subscribe and enter your password to confirm that order. And I think we can look at across series, no, like this one. This has been their performance through different time frames. Okay? So again, just go to FundSmart, then filter nyo lang po, Manulife Investment Management. They have tons of funds for you to be able to access. Sir Zed, would you like to add on to that po?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, just take advantage of the information that is available to you. If you want to get more information, I guess for the emergency fund, you don't need a lot of information there kasi no-brainer naman yun. These are very low risk strategy. So ang I think yung consideration mo there would just be whether merong bang days na naging negative siya. So like I mentioned, for us, so far none. Siguro second would be return. Like sige, pare-pareho naman silang safe eh. Pero yung sino yung pinakamataas yung return? So pwede mo ring tingnan yun. It's simpler if it's the money market fund that you want to decide on, no? Kasi it's actually very safe. So kahit magkamali ka, hindi masyadong masakit mo. Magkakamali ka man, maliit yung kinita mo, yun lang, no? But for for the non-money market strategies, you really have to, you should consider knowing more about these funds, no, like where you are investing. Like for example, yung American Growth, they will invest in US equities, no, it's for the best US stocks in the world. Imagine having exposure to the companies that you actually use, no, and like before. You use Facebook a lot, you use Google a lot, you use your iPhone, pero you weren't able to enjoy in their success, di ba? So now you have the ability to do that with just 1,000 pesos, di ba? With FundSmart. And then there are other options like what JP mentioned. You have a China fund. You can take advantage of Tencent, for example, in that in that fund. Tencent owns a lot of the gaming platforms, no, that a lot of kids are using today. Marami. And then the Global Technology Fund, which gave you almost 40% the last 2 years every year, ha. 2023, 40%, 2024, actually baka 50% pa ng 2023, and then 40%, almost 40% last year, no. If you were just invested in Philippine stocks, you would not have enjoyed that run in AI, because wala tayong AI story sa Philippines. So EV story, electric vehicle story, walang ganon. Clean energy story, wala rin ganon. So you have to diversify, because you will not be able to take advantage of these themes that are changing our lives, no? Like AI, machine learning, electric vehicles. So all of these things are permanently changing our lives, and companies are benefiting from that. But if you are not diversified enough, you're only invested in the Philippines, you'll not be enjoying those benefits for companies that are benefiting from these themes that are changing our lives.
Right, thank you for that, Sir Zed. Then again, we're grateful for Manulife for giving that opportunity to all our clients. And I think we have here one attendee who actually gave a thumbs up for one of your fund. That's MTPHAG. If I'm not mistaken, that's American Growth.
American Growth, probably, I think the dollar version yung sinasabi niya, I think I saw his comment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're grateful
So
that
ano yan? Yeah, it's a
you
great long-term play. Again, US equities, they're very, they're the biggest economy in the world. So meron sa nag-comment, Dragon, China equities naman yan. They've been doing great the past few months, but not, not the past two. If you go back to 3 years past, medyo struggling siya. But it's recovering now. So again, these are very aggressive funds, and it's good to be part of your portfolio, particularly for the long-term part of your portfolio, no. Not ideal for the emergency fund part, definitely these funds, no, yung mga equity strategies. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Zed. And we have here an attendee who said na anonymous na sa Q&A, I don't have an account with First Metrosec yet. How can I open to start investing? As outside of the country daw po siya. So in this case, again, allow me to share my screen. Hold on. Share my screen. Ayan. For those po who have yet to open a First Metrosec account, again, you'll be accessing an all-in-one investment platform that allows you not only to trade stocks but access investment funds like the ones offered by Manulife Investment Management. So, na-mention ng attendee na wala siyang, nasa labas siya ng country, but that's not going to be a challenge for us kasi again, you can open an account with us via our mobile app. Download niyo lang po yung First Metrosec Go. Nasa baba po, may sign up now. You can just click that. And you just go through the usual process of opening a digital account. 5 basic requirements will be asked from you throughout the process. Number 1, you need to have a government-issued ID, preferably driver's license and passport. But if you have other IDs, our account opening team might just be asking or requesting some further documents to verify. And second is a proof of address. Again, your proof of address, it can be here in the Philippines or outside of the Philippines, as long as your declared address is the one that's seen here in the utility bill. that you're going to present. And number three, you need to have a Philippine bank account. We highly recommend that you have a Metro Bank savings account, but if you have yet or you're still considering to open one, we can use whatever you have right now na existing. Tapos at some point in time, kasi mas madali kasi yung withdrawal if ever Metro Bank yung account ninyo. But kung other bank siya, it will take longer, mga 2 to 3 business days. So we highly recommend that you open a Metro Bank account or whatever you have right now. And minimum initial funding required is just 1,000. So imagine yung 1,000 pesos mo, you can use that already to invest in the funds of Manulife, no? So ang dami, no? Imagine swerte kayo, no, ngayon. Actually, just to share a backstory, no, when I first asked about investing in funds, the minimum that time was 100,000. And estudyante pa ako noon, may 100 pesos ako pero wala akong 100,000. No? So, kulang ako ng mga zeros. But through the years, I saw it come down to 50,000, to 25,000, to 10,000, to 5,000, and now at 1,000. So these are really financial inclusion efforts to help more Filipinos get started investing. So with that, I'd like to highlight as well when the system asks you how did you learn about us, you can indicate they're investing, or you can indicate there as well Manulife, so you will know that you came from this session. So thank you for that. So I see another chat here. Ayan. Here's I think this is a suggestion from existing client. Sana gawin ng First Metrosec ang merging ng USD and peso accounts rather than two separate accounts. Yeah, we hear you, sir. No, but as of this moment, if you'd like to invest in USD investments like yung mga dollar-denominated funds ni Manulife Investment Management, you'll need to really open a dollar account which is separate from your peso account. So siguro with this, Sir Zed, maybe we can take this opportunity to share to our attendees. You've mentioned during your presentation about peso and dollar hedge
Yeah.
funds.
So right now, I understand where the request is coming from. Na mas convenient if there is a merged FMSEC US dollar PHP account, no. But while that is not happening, you can actually just use your Philippine peso to invest in our offshore strategies. Except lang yung global money market fund, no. Kasi nga there is a peso equivalent naman, no, na peso money market fund. But for example, gusto mo ng exposure dun sa technology fund that I mentioned earlier, no, because you want to, enjoy the growth of Nvidia and Amazon and Meta, for example, or Microsoft, because they partly own OpenAI and ChatGPT, no. So you want exposure to these great companies, pero ayaw mong bumili ng dollar, no? Kasi peso yung sweldo mo. Tapos pagka naman nag-retire ka na, peso rin naman gagastusin mo, 'di ba? Or eventually pag may income paying, kung income paying yung binili mo, GMADI, gusto mo naman peso matanggap mo, hindi dollar, 'di ba? Kasi ipambibili mo yon ng peso stuff, 'di ba? Or stuff in the Philippines, 'di ba? So you don't have to actually convert your dollars with our funds, kasi I think kami lang nakakagawa noon na when we launch a UITF, if it's an offshore strategy, it is going to be available in both currencies kaagad. You don't have to exchange money, no, to invest, no. So you will have the peso variant will have a separate net asset value per unit or price per day, no. So you won't actually need to exchange your pesos to dollars. Invest ka na kagad in pesos and you will be forever in pesos. So pag nag-withdraw ka, peso matatanggap mo. Pag nagdagdag ka, peso ang ibibigay mo. So you don't have to convert anything.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sir Zed. And I think that's a really helpful opportunity, no, na parang whatever currency you have, whether it's peso or dollar, you get still to invest in any of those funds available. So yeah, thank you for that, Sir Zed. In this slide, again, we'd like to call for questions from our attendees. This is going to be the last call for questions before we end the presentation. And while you're typing your last few questions, we have here another question from an attendee. pwede ba gawin yung asset sa First Metrosec as collateral to the loan, no? So again, I think this question, maybe it's best to ask your whoever be the financial institution that you'll be dealing with. Kasi iba naman yung mga metrics ng different financial institutions, no, what they can take on as collateral. But on our end, if you need a certification from us, like ano yung mga holdings niyo with us, siguro not as a loan collateral, no, but actually as a, siguro usually mga visa applications, we can issue naman po a certification ng mga holdings ninyo with us, no. So yun, siguro this question can be better answered by your financial institution that you'll be dealing with, who can issue you the loan. But I reckon baka hindi, no? So, yan. Yeah. But again, it depends on them. But if you need our certification for your holdings, meron kaming process that can help you do that. Okay? So, yan. Wala na po talaga. I guess we were able to answer most of the questions, and I hope we were able to deliver po a very insightful discussion on how investing can be a labor of love. And with that, I'll maybe Sir Zed, we can share some last few insights,
Yeah.
a summary of our presentation before we end the webinar. Go ahead, Sir Zed.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for spending your Thursday night with us. I hope you had a very informative and fun session with us. So just final reminders, there are many ways for you to make your money work for you while you work, to help prepare yourself for the future. We really recommend for you to do the tips that we mentioned earlier. I'm not gonna name them again, but it's very important to consider setting up an emergency fund, looking at income paying funds, and also looking at some of the aggressive funds, even when there's volatility out there. So whatever your decision might be, one thing is true, the FundSmart platform and the Manulife Investment Management UITFs are there available for you to help you prepare for your future, and we hope that you continue to give us this opportunity to partner with you in terms of preparing for the future. Thank you everyone, and good night.
Again, feel free to invite us for a free learning session. Just let us know, and we'll try to address that. And again, we've won numerous awards, but we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you guys, because if not for you, we would not have won the following awards last year. And feel free to follow us in social media to get updated of our upcoming na mga learning sessions, whether you're on Facebook, IG, Spotify, X, YouTube, Viber, TikTok, or in LinkedIn. Just search for the handle at First Metrosec. Give us a like and follow so you will be updated of what's happening in the investment space. And with that, thank you so much everyone, and have a pleasant night ahead. Good night, and we hope you learned a lot. Thank you.